Is this the most expensive car you've ever driven?
Boys, you need to be quiet. I'm getting very excited.
Holy stuff over there. Oh, it's so smooth. That is next level. Hey guys, welcome back to the JMACX YouTube channel. Jai and the team at JMACX have invited Alec and I out to give a review, walk around and reveal of the big JMACX 6x6. There's a few things to come and we get a full walk around inside and out. I think we're even allowed to drive it.
Yeah, I reckon we'll get you behind the wheel and give it a go, eh?
Well, yeah, let's get into it. Show me this car.
There's a bit on here, mate. Let's rip into it. Oh my God, is that Tommy and Alex Jackson?
Hello. Hi. It's time to drive the 6x6.
Woo!
I'm excited.
Is this the most expensive car you've ever driven?
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
By a lot. Is next level. I saw it at the show in Brizzy, but now that it's all done with the snorks and yeah, the rims and the paint job.
Like what is this?
So it's a limiter strap. Oh, so it's got a, because it's full on airbags, this vehicle basically has the ability go up from 6-inch lift down to 4, down to 2-inch. So like when you pull up to camp, instead of trying to reach in the back of the canopy, like you can just drop it right on its pretty much bump and get in and out of the car.
You're kidding.
Pull up and you got your rooftop tent, you can hit auto level and a horizon level. So it's the same system that Juzzy ran in his 6x6.
in the Mega 6.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So this is done for the moment, but we still got portals to come.
Tray and canopy wise, it's a Boss setup, obviously. So we've worked with Boss for a long time.
Yeah.
And so when it came to the 6x6 stuff, they're able to build something that's built purposely for this. So when it comes to tray length, so the ability as well to we got an extra 160 litres of fuel on top of the 185, so it carries about 300 litres of fuel.
So hence in the headboard?
No, it's built into the floor of the tray. Like it's under the tray, so when it's part on the chassis, and then the tray just sits over it.
Yeah, nice.
So the twin exhaust is part of the tray package. So twin exhaust, additional 160 litre fuel tank.
Yeah.
All bolts straight into the car.
Yeah.
That's the filler for the additional tank. But they have a water tank, 80 litres of water in the headboard.
Yeah, sick.
You know, so I think that's about 320 amp hours of lithium. The idea is I want to run a coffee machine as well.
Yeah.
Like we can be coffee snobs.
Absolutely. Coffee machine, air fryer.
These are actually manufactured, built on a pallet.
Yeah.
They rock up, bolt it on,
bang,
fit it. The other one is they're all pre-wired. So, you know, instead of getting a tray and then going, all right, I need an electrician who, auto-electric, and he'll connect this and he'll wire that.
Yeah, okay.
Power from the car to the tray. Ignition source, it's all wired up with central lock. This here, get your tray and canopy package from Boss, bolt it on, connect power, and you're good to go.
Yeah, so, and this is, you guys have worked with Boss to do it for this 6x6
Yeah,
conversion?
so this particular one, that's their normal offering for the tray side, but we had to do slightly wider guards because we've done a little bit of custom stuff with the width of this, and then we're obviously working toward the portal upgrade, so we're going to change this guard again.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's more designed so that it's, you know, whatever we build, we want to be able to go, here it is, offered it as a manufactured part, as an engineered solution.
Sick.
You know, straight out of the box.
Just straight, okay, cool. So if people come to you and want a 6x6 conversion, your first point of suggestion is a Boss.
Look, we work with Norweld as well, so Norweld do 6x6 trays as well. We just went with the Boss option because this is for me, this is what I wanted. Yeah, cool. So for me, you know, as you're aware, Jai runs the Norweld setup, so we do a lot with both those guys, but for me, this is my personal vehicle, so it was all about what works for me.
All right, cool. So you got a few options.
Yeah. So
is this? What's this?
I noticed this.
Yes.
The roof rack. Is this a JMACX designed or?
Yeah, it's just something that we've just started to work on. I think the boys have finished it now, but that was our first prototype there.
I really like that backbone.
Yeah.
Flush mount lights. It's just so nice, sleek.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
You're definitely not short of finding camp at night, Jace.
No, mate. No. Well, we were on Fraser at night and we were running up the beach and we had the lights on and watching all the sea turtles.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, so the sea turtles were coming in and out, and you could sit there in the car and drive along the beach and actually watch all the sea turtles if you're looking for a camp at night.
Yeah, it's definitely handy.
I suppose traditionally we do our 6x6 on coils all around. That's traditionally what we've done. We've always made in our 6x6 system a provision to run air in the rear. However, we've kind of held back on that, offering that as a customer option, just because we want to make sure that once we do release it, that it's right.
Yep.
So, you know, we've got to source airbag parts that work. I suppose that's kind of, you know, and you go through with air systems, piston designs and things. So there's a lot in it, and we want to make sure that whatever we offer is the best it can be. So for our vehicle, obviously we're able to R&D and do a lot more. So we run full air on this. Obviously, not the first time it's been done. So the Patriot 6x6, which we work with Patriot, we did air. Boss Aluminium, their truck was on air. So we've been working on it for quite some time. I think the limitation that we kept coming up with was a decent air solution for the front axle to make it air all round. So for this one, it's air all round on all three axles. It's air. We're running Airbag Man system currently. The idea of it is, one, we can select ride heights. So we can have a road height for traveling. We can have a off-road height for off-road. We can also set it for to dump it so that it's low when you camp and set up.
For us short people, when the canopy's up here, when the portals and everything are in.
Well, that's the downside, isn't it? You build a big truck and then you go to the fridge and the handle's up here. So the whole idea is that we can...
It's an issue.
So the ability to pull up on a campsite that's uneven, hit a button and level the car for the rooftop tent. So you're not, you know, rolling out the door.
That's crazy.
So, and then obviously we run all of our Alpha shocks with a full in-cab electric. So we're able to run that on our 6x6 as well. So we can adjust our shocks all the way around. So at the end of the day, I suppose, this is to showcase, you know, what we can do as a business. And we have a lot of high-end customers that chase this particular type of thing. You get a lot of people, it's interesting, you get a lot of people at the show and they go, why would you spend so much money on a Land Cruiser? But
get an American truck.
Get an American truck. And that's all good. Everyone has their own little preference, but you know, people say, well, why did you do that? Well, because we can, and this is what we do. And we've built jungle trekkers on 40-inch tyres for Indonesia. You know, so we do a lot of armoured vehicle space on that 6x6. So but this here is my truck. And we go, hey, this is what we do. So.
100%. And so towing and stuff like that, GVMs.
So GVM on this one is 5800. It's a full auto, so it's actually one of our new auto conversions that we've been working on for the last few years. So it's a 200 series 6-speed.
Cool.
So we're just working through that space now.
That one at the moment.
Finalising that. But yeah, we've been working on that one for quite some time to get these to where we want them to be. 4.5 ton tow. So
that's a lot.
It's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight.
Well, that's where the industry's going. Like, people are wanting to tow bigger vans and tow like everything they can.
The van these days isn't 3 or 3.5 ton these days. You know, you talk to people like Zone RV and their vans are all pushing 3.5, 4 ton
100%.
every day of the week.
Right.
So, you know, vehicles you're running out of options for vehicles to be able to tow these bigger vans, you know what I mean? So,
absolutely. And a lot of, even the American trucks, like, it's hard to, a lot of those weights, and people just think they can go and hook up a van to a Ram 1500, but really the payload and everything, once you get into it, they're completely illegal.
Well, I think the biggest one is the biggest one we always touch on is we want to build a car that one can do the job but do it safely. That's the
and reliably.
And reliably. You know, I mean, if we're talking about
remote touring,
big heavy weights, the car's got to be able to do it, and it's got to be able to do it safely. There's
absolutely. And always going to be legal and engineered is another big thing. To know that you can drive it, pull up into a defect station and go, we're actually your friends. We're all friends here. So we actually didn't think we were going to be able to do this today. I thought we were going to just be walking around, but the team, Jace, has allowed us to take his big, beautiful thing for a drive.
I don't know if Jace has ever seen Tommy drive a car. It's dangerous.
Oh no. Diamond stitching. Holy
stuff everywhere. Are you jumping in? Or am
I expecting a little break and a touch button to start. Oh, this is my first time driving the new Cruiser too.
Oh, facelift.
Yeah, okay. I've just put my foot into the clutch.
You know how many times I'll do that myself?
I've won an automatic Cruiser, 2 a 6x6 Cruiser, and a Cruiser that I'm looking down on my Cruiser. That's crazy. Okay. just feels so big, bro. Holy smokes. Steering's light too, for the size of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is 100% the first 6x6. What other 6x6 am I gonna try? This feels way too easy. I'm like one-handing a car that can tow a tank.
Yeah.
And the auto gearbox, and it's telling me what gear. Holy.
But see how it doesn't feel like such a big car, does it?
Not at all.
It doesn't feel like you're driving a 6x6 that, you know, has the ability to go up to 5.8 tonnes.
No. Oh, it's so smooth. What? Are you kidding? And it...
Give him some.
Wow. Just talking about how well, for such a heavy, long car, it pulls up. Like the braking, the auto, the engine gearing, like it's hard to explain to a camera how nice this car at such a big size and with such a big towing GBM just feels like a Hilux. Like it's wild.
Like an LN106 or like
No,
an N80? Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. You should just clarify that.
No, not the old farm truck. I'm talking
Not the jump chaser.
Modern day dual cab, I think. Alec, I think it's almost time for you two maybe.
All right, baby.
To feel what an auto cruiser feels like, because both Alec and I have 76s, and this is
Completely different.
it's next level, bro. You've got no idea. Like all these bumps, you actually feel the long wheelbase on some of these bumps.
Yeah.
Where the front comes down, and then it's like.
I think the way I explain it, it feels planted on the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the six wheels, I don't know, it just feels planted, eh?
Just solid, like super solid.
Yeah, like it's stable, it doesn't feel like this big floating machine, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely not.
Sweet, so it is my turn to take this for a run. This is JMACX's big 6x6 and I cannot wait. Absolutely stoked. We've got an auto, we've got a VDJ, my favourite thing in the world. I love Toyota Land Cruisers and I cannot wait to rip in this thing. Boys, you need to be quiet, I'm getting very excited. I'll go all the way?
Yeah,
I'll go all the way.
You'll be able to, it's going to be hard to pull U-bombs in here. Woo! This is that nice. Wow.
It's so comfy.
At high speed too. This is so, like even for a family tourer.
Yeah, right now. Just comfort, the drivability, like my Land Cruiser is big, it's on 6-inch and 37s as well, and the drivability is completely different. Like I feel so planted and solid on the road, it's soaking up the bumps really well. These Alpha 2.5s are some crazy new technology that I've never seen before. It's awesome, like it's just literally, Tommy couldn't have wrapped it up any better. It feels like I'm driving a stock N80 Hilux. Like it drives beautifully, it pulls up well, it drives well. I haven't driven an auto before, like an auto 79, so this is pretty bloody cool.
And how's the fuel economy?
It still says full, so it must be pretty good.
Pretty good.
We'll see how good the turning circle is.
Skirt.
Look at this.
Swing him. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
We're gonna make it.
It's better than my year.
We're gonna make
Really?
it.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? There's no way we just made that. That's like I was expecting 3 points for sure.
I was expecting at least 5.
That's a win!
Let's go give Jason's car.
Yeah, we'll go get Jason's car back.
I think how many happy hippos are you driving this?
At least 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
This just brings so much excitement and joy.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something really cool?
I do.
You boys are probably the only other people outside of Jason that have driven this car.
That is.
No way, that's
Now,
That's so exciting.
for him to hand over the keys to any of his vehicles, massive.
massive. Thank you, Jace.
Thank you, Jay, so much.
Thank you, Jace.
I appreciate your trust in Tommy and myself.
We want to do a little test. I think Alec wants to take the 6x6 through a little flexi spot, and then I'll take this thing and we'll really see how much articulation that has compared to a brick. my bumper would have got ripped off.
This ate it up.
Yeah, that
easy. So easy.
That I saw it just articulate. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so good. And just like felt comfy. Just wasn't tippy, nothing. It just point and shoot.
Good luck doing that again.
Great. And the auto. The auto.
Yeah.
So good. Just nice and steady. Drove out. This is game changing.
I think I may have found my dream tourer. Guys, we just want to say massive thanks to Jai and the JMACX team for letting us out here, have a first-hand look. Before any of you guys get to see it, Alec and I are very grateful.
Oh, absolutely unreal experience. Thank you so much.
No stress. Thanks for coming, boys. Oh, it was good fun. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, 6x6. What do you guys think of it?
Oh, like my favourite part is 100% the big touring setup on the back, just being able to have the big weights, the big van on the back, plus the big canopy, the auto, Alec.
Yeah, drivability 100%. Like coming from a big cruiser myself, knowing what they drive like, this is incredible. Something I've never experienced.
Nah, unreal. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks, boys. We appreciate your time.
No,
really
thank you.
Let's go.
It should be Merlot, to be honest.
Hey, man.